Hey guys, Sean here with Blue Ridge Silverhound. I got great news. I finally did it. Got my first big interview with the owner of Pinehurst Coins, one of the biggest PM dealers that you will find anywhere. I had the opportunity to team up with Vincent Wade, who is the owner and president of Pinehurst Coins, for an incredible opportunity for you guys for the 4th of July weekend. So that's Saturday, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So 3 days. He is going to be offering for my audience Buffalo silver rounds, 1 ounce of silver for $1.99 over spot, which is one of the cheapest rates that you can find out there for silver right now. You can order up to 500 pieces, so 500 ounces per customer order. But take advantage of it. It's only 3 days. Big, huge promotion brought to you by BlueRidgeSilverhound and Pinehurst Coins. Go ahead and use the coupon code Sean, bing, right there, and upon checkout, and take advantage of this deal right now. You guys have a wonderful holiday and enjoy the video. Let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound and the live coin Q&A. I'm here today with a special guest. This is Vincent Wade. He is the founder and owner of Pinehurst Coins. So yeah, I wanted to take some time to have a little fireside chat with Mr. Wade about his business. He's grown pretty tremendously in such a short amount of time. I want him to kind of talk about his business. And Vincent, thank you again for taking time out of your day to come talk to me about Pinehurst Coins. This is exciting.
Sean, I really appreciate you having myself on here, and want to say thank you for spotlighting Pinehurst Coins on one of your videos, and really showing us some great love on that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, just based off of what you've just said, it pretty much solidifies how much your customers love you. I've had, ever since that video, I've had a number of people that have commented on that video specifically, just saying, they've had a really good experience with Pinehurst Coins. You guys have grown tremendously. Like I said, your e-commerce is up there. Your name is all over the place on eBay. But ultimately, we all have to start somewhere. I wanted you to take a little time to tell us a little bit you, and how you got started with Pinehurst.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a pretty interesting story. So I grew up in Long Island, New York. Joined the military when I was 21. Did 8 years in the military and U.S. Army. And when I got out, we were in a town called Fayetteville, North Carolina, very close to Fort Bragg. Going to school for criminal justice. And one of my buddies said, "Hey, you ever look on eBay?" I said, I don't even know what eBay was, right? So, but you know how it goes when the first time you go on eBay, you start looking for things that you have, right, and seeing what they're worth.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when I was a young kid, my father used to take the train back and forth from Long Island, New York to New Jersey, where he worked. And he bought some American Silver Eagles on that train and used to bring them home to me and give them to me. And I still had them at that point. So I went and looked to see what they were worth. And that's how I really got started. I saw, oh, they were going for whatever it was at the time, $10 or $15. I mean, silver was like $4 an ounce or something like that.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and I started to list and buy and sell them, and then migrated into just doing like 1 ounce silver bars. I think they were Buffalo bars is where I got started. So
Yeah.
it was really start from the bottom, had zero experience in the numismatic marketplace or in bullion itself, just kind of started it, and as it came from a hobby. So it was a very interesting journey.
Well, I wanted to thank you for your service. My wife was in the Navy right around the same time that you were. You were in the military, so yeah, thank you for your service. Appreciate it. So you went from here being in the was it the Army, right?
Yes, sir.
You're in the Army for 8 years. You decided to get out of it.
That's
Tell us a little bit about how you made that transition from, okay, I'm done with the military. I'm putting that in the rearview mirror, and I want to open up a coin shop. How did that all kind of transpire? That's an interesting story.
First, I want to say the military was a great place for me. I really enjoyed it. I had aspirations to make a career of it. I decided to get out for family reasons. So I have a daughter that needed some special care, and decided to do it for that reason. uh, that's the reason why I decided to get out. And transitioning into the buying and selling of precious metals and coins, again, it was a hobby that just took fire. I mean, I'm very passionate about what I do. When I put attention towards something, I really drive towards it. And it was really at the ground floor of eBay and coins. So I got a lot of results quick, and it really drew my attention. So after I finished college, I actually went to basic law enforcement training and graduated that. And my wife and I were laying in bed one night and saying, that's what I'm going to be. That's what I intended to be, was a police officer, which is a great profession. She's the one that said, you know what, this coin thing is really working out for you. You should give it your all. I'm a fairly conservative person. And I said, I wasn't 100% sure. I like the guaranteed paycheck, So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she really pushed for it. And it was the greatest decision that we ever made. So it really changed our lives. It changed the lives of our family. And it changed the lives of all the people that work for Pinehurst. I mean, the unique thing about Pinehurst is most of the people that started with us in the beginning are still here. So, and that's about 15 years ago. And the whole premise or the whole shtick of Pinehurst is customers first. I know a lot of companies say that, but we truly do the best we can for our customers. Now, don't get me wrong, Sean. There are people that we cannot satisfy, and unfortunately, that's just the
Yeah.
piece. But we attempt every single time. So,
Yeah, that's just retail in general. It's you can't satisfy 100% of the people all the time. I mean, the world would be a little bit too perfect if that were the case. So you started out on eBay. Okay, that's like every seller's dream. eBay was still kind of young, in like 2004, 2005, or 2003, I guess, because you did a lot of selling on eBay.
right.
When did you decide, hey, you know what? I want to open my own storefront and use that,
Sure.
as a presence for what you got going today?
So the storefront wasn't done for business. It was done for mental health, honestly. Right. I needed to get out of the house. I mean, working from home sounds like a great idea, but it was around 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. I decided to move the office out of the house to an office space and allow people to come in for appointments and things like that. And then I want to say 2006, we opened the storefront itself, where we actually displayed coins and allowed people to come in and purchase things. So,
All right, all right. Yeah, so I could see like kind of like this timeline coming together here. So
right,
thank you for road mapping it out for the audience. They're very interested in seeing your development over time
sure,
because again, it's very gradual.
right.
So some companies take decades to get to where they're at.
That was well planned on our part. So, like, there's still a lot of growth to come from Pinehurst, but we're again,
yeah,
I'm a conservative person. We control the growth. We don't want to have an experience for our client that we don't want to experience, right? So we're very step by step. And you know what? That costs us some market share every now and then, but we're okay with that. So a lot of people, believe that, Pinehurst Coins is part of this huge company, and we still have a small town feel to us. We still appreciate every single customer, and we work with them. And I don't ever see that changing, no matter how much of a household name Pinehurst Coins becomes. We're not going to lose our roots. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So.
It's interesting because originally when I did the video talking about you folks, I was actually talking to a buddy of mine who lives in West End. He has a sports card shop over there, and he said, yeah, because he lives in Pinehurst, so he said, yeah, there's this coin shop. They went from this really small kind of storefront, and then all of a sudden they had this big building. Just like a transformation that didn't take too much time at all. With that being said, where was kind of like that moment in time where you began to see things just take off, and you knew that you were on a good track?
Yeah, I think when we got onboarded onto eBay was a big changing point for us. I mean, that's when you go from, I don't want to say a hobbyist, or I guess the way to say it is more of a part-time seller, to somebody that eBay is considering like a professional, a brand name. That's really what changed us. And the resources that we put into play at that point, which was some IT things to help us price appropriately on eBay, list professionally, and do things like that, is really what catapulted us to where we are. So, the next journey for us is to make that same thing happen on our website. So we're going through a revamp on our website that should be employed probably, or deployed, excuse me, in the next about 6 months. And that should really bring us to the next level.
Hey, that sounds good. Looking forward to checking that out. So what has been some of your bread and butter items that you sell really well and that you expect to do really well in the future? And just kind of go ahead and elaborate on that.
Sure. The Silver Eagle obviously is our most popular item. We sell more Silver Eagles than anybody I know. So, there might be a couple bullion houses that sell a larger quantity of bullion Silver Eagles, but as far as certified Silver Eagles, we definitely be the top seller of that. That's kind of been our staple. We're definitely expanding into different marketplaces and different product lines. So I'm really excited about our new product from Jenny Norris. Jenny Norris did the reverse redesign for the American Gold Eagle.
Oh,
And
okay.
she actually signs for us exclusively. And we had her design a 1 ounce silver Pegasus coin. So, and we're getting ready to just release that now. So that's going to be a great product for us, and an interesting product for everybody in the numismatic community. So I think that's where our company is going, is starting to create these different programs and really just listen to our clients and give them what they're asking for at a price that we believe is fair. So.
Yeah, you said Jenny's name. I'm like, wait, that name sounds familiar, because there was a lot of news and press with the redesign of the Silver Eagle from last year and the Gold Eagle. People love the artwork right now. So
Yeah, Jenny.
That's breaking news, folks, right there. So you
Jenny
heard it here first.
a great background in drawing or sketching wildlife. So she loves horses, and we thought her doing a Pegasus was a great idea. So you guys,
I can't wait to see that's gonna look really nice. If it's anything like the artwork on the reverse of the Gold Eagle. Yeah, fantastic. So, with that being said, congratulations on your meteoric rise, in
Thank
the
you.
industry. It's always good to hear things like this where there's a grassroots kind of area that folks start in, and it's not like, oh yeah, I had $5 million handed to me, I'm gonna go ahead and open a business like that easy. You really started from down here, and then you've worked your way up.
I was
um
86 in the army when I got out. I think we put $5,000 into the business or something like that. So
yeah.
it was hard work and dedication. I mean, that's really where it comes from. I mean, some people think just because they open a business they deserve to win, and unfortunately that's not the way it works. I mean, there's a lot of hurdles and a lot of things that we have to work through to get where we're at. And so
And a lot of market research too, because at this point there's a number of giant size, PM dealers out there. It's
correct.
about, I guess, setting yourself apart from what they do that you do uniquely. And I think I've identified that the customer service experience as a whole
Right.
has really put you guys in the forefront. I've never seen such a a very very developmentally sound team, that does their best to deliver product and the service after the sale.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I
everybody is greatly appreciative of that.
I had a mentor tell me once, he said, "Don't try to do everything. Just pick one thing and do it well." Right. So,
Exactly.
and that
Yeah.
was really the compelling part for Pinehurst Coins was the proof silver eagle. I mean, that's really what we focused on in the beginning. We've kind of strayed away from that a little bit on the back dates, but we're bringing them all back here shortly. So I think that's the key for an entrepreneur is to focus in on one thing, do it well, and then expand from there. Entrepreneurs in general just tend to have lots of ideas, and when you try to employ them all at once, you kind of go nowhere. So it's difficult to stay disciplined in that area.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Vincent. So, in closing, do you have any sort of advice that you want to give to folks in the community, especially those that are looking to maybe get into precious metals for the first time? How would you advise them through the process? Because you could very easily spend many tens of thousands of dollars on your first experience, but how about the little folks that have maybe a few $100s? How would you approach that?
And what we like to tell them is to buy the items you like, something that draws your attention, and do a lot of research. Slow is good. I mean, I understand that if you buy a lot of them, you get a very fractional discount. That's not as important as getting a good market average. So buying a little bit at a time, so you're not entering at the high, you're not entering at the low. This is a long-term investment. So it's not a get rich quick scheme. I mean, you have to go slow, be conservative, and enjoy what you're doing. You have to enjoy it. If you're not enjoying it, then don't do it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a great way to park your money in there. I don't even think was it the get rich slow scheme would even apply in this, because
No,
uh, you're putting money aside for a retirement or some
yeah,
event in the future, and it's a great way to do it,
right.
especially during these funny times of economic uncertainty. So that's been another thing too. Well, Vincent, I appreciate it. Again, thank you for your time during your busy schedule. Any closing parting words? Maybe you want to say something about your team if they're listening.
I
Well,
mean,
they will be listening.
I have to say that my team is absolutely incredible and they've done a wonderful job. Like I said, most of our employees are still with us. I know my first 3 or 4 employees are still here, and Pinehurst continues to grow. And it's a true testament to those individuals that they've been able to adapt to the different landscape that we see today. So I definitely want to say thank you to them. And then I also want to say thank you to all of our customers that continue to support us and have always been patient with us. So I appreciate that.
All right, fantastic. Well, thanks so much again. Appreciate it. I wish you nothing but the best in your future business endeavors. And thank you to the YouTube audience out there that came in to watch this. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell for instant notification. And that's going to go ahead and wrap it up.
All right.
I'm Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound, and we have Mr. Vincent Wade with Pinehurst Coins.
Thank you, Sean. I really appreciate you taking the time. Take care now.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. So everyone have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys on the next coin video. So long, folks.